Let's play a quick game. Raise your hand if you've ever seen an IRS envelope that came in the mail and you let it sit on the counter for a few days, a few weeks, or let's just be honest, months. If that's you, you're not alone. But today I want to explain something that could save you thousands of dollars and a whole lot of sleepless nights. Because ignoring an IRS problem doesn't make it disappear. It doesn't make it disappear. It doesn't make it disappear. It simply gives it more time to grow. We don't want that growing. We put money in a high yield savings account, give that time to grow. Put money in your investment account, give that time to grow. Put money in your retirement account, give that time to grow. IRS debt, we don't want it to grow. Here's the biggest misconception I hear. People think if I don't have the money, there's no point in calling. That couldn't be farther from the truth. The IRS would much rather hear from you before they have to come looking for you. The sooner you act, the more solutions are usually available. I mean, doesn't that just make sense? Waiting often means fewer choices, not better ones. Listen, if you're new here, I'm Lloydetta Bryant, enrolled agent and founder of Ethical Tax and Business Services. I help Black women in the health and wellness space become more proactive with their finances one step at a time, because financial peace doesn't come from pretending a problem doesn't exist. It comes from having a plan. And today we're talking about what actually happens when you ignore an IRS issue. I can't tell you how many consultations begin with somebody saying, I knew I should have called sooner. Sometimes they ignore one notice, then another. Eventually they stop opening the mail altogether because every envelope increased their anxiety. Can I tell you something? Ignoring the envelope doesn't stop the IRS from doing its job. It only keeps you from knowing what your options are. And that's the part that breaks my heart, because many of those people could have far more choices if they'd reached out months earlier. Let's walk through what usually happens when you wait. Stage one of that waiting stage is kind of like this, right? So you receive a notice. At this point, it may simply be asking for information, right? Notifying you of a balance due or explaining a change to your return. Many notices have response deadlines also. Like, that's another thing to note. Ignoring them can mean losing opportunities to resolve the issue quickly within that time frame, right? So part two of that, right? Stage two. Interest and penalties are continuing to grow. Even if you're unable to pay the full amount today, the balance can increase over time because of those additional charges. That's why someone may think that they owe $10,000 and 2-3 years go by and they realize the balance grew and they have no idea why. It's because the full amount of the balance can increase over time due to those additional penalties. That's one reason why acting sooner matters. Stage three, part three, whatever we're calling it, right? The IRS may begin collection activity. If we continue to wait, if we play this waiting game, then we're facing the idea of what collections activity looks like. Depending on your circumstances, this can include notices about federal tax liens, tax levies, or other collection actions, and that's what we want to avoid. Not every case follows the same path, but waiting generally increases the likelihood that collections will continue. Stage four, part four, all right? Your stress grows right along with the balance. It's hard to focus on your family. It's hard to focus on your business. It's hard to focus on your goals when you're constantly wondering what's in the mailbox. What is going to happen with this IRS situation? Financial problems doesn't just affect your bank account. They affect your peace of mind. The good news, there's always good news, right? Let me give you the part that people don't hear often enough. The IRS actually has programs designed to help taxpayers resolve their situations. Depending on your circumstances, there may be payment arrangements, temporary collection relief, or other resolution options that will fit your specific situation. The right approach depends on specific facts, of course, but that's why getting professional guidance early can make such a big difference. Waiting doesn't create more options. It usually reduces the options that you have the opportunity to take advantage of. Let me ask you something. If a car made a strange noise today, would you wait 2 years before taking it to a mechanic? I know some people that actually will. They'll ignore that noise, or they're so oblivious to them that they don't even realize it's making that noise. But for others, probably not. because small repairs have a way of becoming expensive repairs. Your tax situation works the same way. Ignoring it rarely lowers the cost. Addressing it early gives you a better chance to stay in control. If you're carrying guilt because you've fallen behind, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear my heart, friend. You are not the first person to receive an IRS notice. You're not the first person to owe taxes. You're not going to be the last. The importance is, how did I get here? The important question is, what steps can I take today? Progress starts with one decision. If you've been avoiding your tax situation because you don't know how you got here or where to begin, start with education. Download my Money Reset Checklist to organize your financial documents and understand where you stand. It's a key part in moving forward in the right direction. If you're already dealing with IRS debt, my ebook, How to Break Free from Tax Debt Without Going Broke, will walk you through practical steps to begin moving forward. If you're curious about financial habits that may be holding you back, take my money management style quiz. And if you're already ready to understand what your options are, you don't want to play that guessing game anymore, no internet myths, but guidance based on your situation, book a free discovery call with me, because there's always a solution beyond tax, and I'm ready to find the solution that's just for you. The IRS problem you've been avoiding doesn't have to become the financial story that defines you. Open the letter, sis. Ask the question, sis. Make the call, sis. Take the first step. Your future self will thank you. I'll see you in the next video.